All right, let's take a look at the first event, special event, Pinnacle of Performance, featuring McLaren Senna GTR. So of course, completing this series, you will win the car, which is worth 1,000 gold, plus you get to win 120 gold, which my prediction is will most likely be spent on upgrading this car to win for most of us. And considering the cost of the car, my guess is it's gonna cost quite a bit more than 120 to at least comfortably win without too much struggle. And looks like we'll be mainly racing in Europe. So all right, well, let's tap to enter. It's gonna be a 7-day special event. So 7 stages, 1 stage per day it will unlock. And if you guys are, any of you guys are new to this format, it's not like if you don't complete a stage on a particular day, it's not like it's closed out. You just have one more stage to complete on the next day. It's just, you get stuck. So it's not like the stage that you get stuck on will be closed on the next day. You just have a new stage to the next stage to complete on the next day. So it just becomes, kind of compounding effect. So, all right, let's get started. And that looks like Le Mans. The backdrop, that is. The ultimate track machine. Hey, glad you could make it to Le Mans for today's track day. Sure you're excited to try out one of the incredible Senna GTRs that McLaren has brought for us today. Actually, there's a few familiar faces out there today. All right, for the same reason. Get you, Eric. Get to it. Let's see. I'm expecting Zoe's probably gonna be racing against us, and maybe Magnus. I've been looking forward to this all week, but aside from that, we've got to prepare for the race tonight, so let's not waste time. All right, so first stage, just 3 goals, so pretty short and quick one, I'd assume. I've done a bit of research to prep for today. My conservative estimates, you should be able to finish with the average speed of 140 miles per hour or 225.3 kph. Oh, we're starting with a average speed challenge. Boy. All right. They're not messing around, are they? So we get a loaner to take it out for a spin. And that is a pretty cool looking livery that we get. So recommended PR 79.5, which of course is a stock PR. And in case you don't know, recommended PR is not a requirement, as the term suggests, meaning you don't necessarily have to have the same PR. Of course, recommended will make it a little less painful than if you're to run way under. And let's check out. We got 3-hour service time for the car, like many of these. And the top speed, 362 kph. And the 0 to 100 kph, 2.79 seconds. And 100 to 0 in 25.9 meters. Has a braking distance, of course, and the grip of 1.7 G. So this definitely is going to be a gripper to compete with, of course, like P1 GTR and, FXXK Evo, some of the top contenders in the game. So, kind of unfair that McLaren gets 2 entries in that one. But you know what? That's fine. More cars, always more interesting. And looks like, all right, we have, this is interesting. We have, what's special? Oh, it's the, right, around springtime, we get these, Special paint, right? But we get like regular paint, but it seems like we don't get to customize. Like we get the, I guess we can adjust the rims if you decide to pay for them. Oh, that's, I always like the stalwart rims. Those are pretty bad looking. But anyway, interesting. We'll stick to the original. Not really customizable, isn't it now? Just paint. Huh. That's an odd choice. You can repaint, but you cannot put liveries on. Alright, and let's check out the upgrades. I'm not gonna be putting them on, not quite yet, but let's just check out what kind of price we're looking at. 150, just under. So tier 1 upgrades, I'm assuming they're gonna be all racing dollars. Gonna take 12 hours. So they are, yeah, this car is gonna be expensive. As I said, tier 2 most likely will gonna be all here. While we're talking about upgrades, maybe we should go through all of them. That was suspension, exhaust, so 120s for those mid-tier, 97,000, so not quite 6-figure on the brakes. Of course, brakes always the cheapest. And then 116, so I'm gonna say about average 120,000 racing dollar upgrades for these upgrades, the tier 1 upgrades. All right, so with that being said, let's get going with this. Oh, that's a cool splash screen. We just need to get the average speed happening. And yes, Zoe is the one that's gonna be tagging along for the ride here. And they didn't mention anything about going off track, so maybe they don't care. Let's check out some different race views. Check out the interior. Don't want to crash into anybody here. Are we actually getting drafting going here? I'm gonna just check that out. Oh yeah! How cool is that? We'll just draft behind our old friend, Zoe. Get some extra boost maybe. Getting up to 330. 350s, alright. That's pretty impressive. And this time, we'll just get in the front and lead the way. Nice grippy ride here. Pretty cool. Oh, we're gonna be pushing this car pretty hard. I think this is gonna be a pretty fun event. Maybe we don't need to push that this hard. What are they asking for? 225, right? 225, and we're up in 250, so got some spare kph in our average speed here by quite a bit. So we'll bring it down just a little bit. These special events, they do make a difference, how large of a margin of victory you win these or complete these events by. Although, maybe not quite as drastically as they do in limited time series. But, and they didn't mention anything about having to win, right? So, alright, there we go. Nice and easy. And of course, if you're concerned about your racing dollar bonus or the fuel points, winning would give you greater payout. But we'll try to keep it in friendly term with Zoe. And takes out only 3 service bars, so that is a nice helpful tip here, which is a lap around the 24-hour circuit only takes out maybe 3.5 service bars. That is definitely a welcome news, because otherwise we'd be spending more time servicing the car, you know what I mean? Alright, so that's first goal done. So we'll continue with goal 2 in the next video. So stay tuned and we'll return in a moment.